Welcome to the new video, and today we are talking about motor learning principles, differential learning and kind of like non-linear pedagogy. Learning is not linear, it's not like linear curve. First, before we go to the video, I have amazing news to you that who want to develop their game. We're gonna organize 4 camps, one in Norway, one in Estonia, one in Finland and one in Sweden, together with Latitude 64 and TechDisk. I'm gonna bring you my knowledge together with my colleague Leevi Koskeniemi. We're gonna bring our knowledge to you that you can enjoy more disc golf and have fun more playing disc golf and also develop your own performance. You can read more about the camps in my website joonasmerla.com. I hope I see you there. There is like mechanical principles and Newton laws of motion, how we think biomechanics stuff. The biomechanics still matters. In the learning process there should be variability, there should be variation between the movements. We don't want to repeat just like correct technique, because that will put us to the really small bubble and we don't have a lot of option to teach our brain. Okay, if that makes sense. So instead of repeating the same technique or same drill, we should aim that we create variability which should teach us to learn better. This is just small piece of how the learning could look like, or how you can make your training more fun. One of the biggest thing in technical training is that player gets really bored doing the same drills over and over again. So that's what we want to boost. As a coach, I need to create the environment and the drills and the stuff which would teach them, example, to find good solution, good movement solutions in the longer term. If the player has problem, example coil, we could think like many ways how to fix it, not just like repeating the same movement over and over again. What the variability will do, that will teach you to find different solutions to the movement problems. You can learn to find different, like, okay, how this feel. If you need to decrease your freedom levels in trunk, probably then you need to increase the freedom levels in your arm. So that is like, there is threshold point also there. Okay, and why variability is so important? First thing, the learner or the thrower, in this case, he will learn what things affect in the final solution, or final, like what things affect to your task. Second thing, you need to kinda notice differences between the movements. And finally, the learner can understand that same task, there is many solutions how to solve it. So now I will bring you example. If your goal is to learn to coil better, okay, and then you would have example one drill or one task what you do, okay, that is what we call blocked practice. There is only one task and you repeat over and over again. I will bring you now the other option how you can do it. Okay, so now if we have the task that we want to learn coil better, okay, so now we will have tasks and we rotate them. Okay, so the first task is to limit the rotation. Okay, so I will start my rotation from 4 o'clock. Okay, 12, 6, 9, 3. Okay, I start my rotation at 4 o'clock. Okay, so probably 60-70 degrees rotation, arm straight, and then I need to make sure that I am using now my arm. Okay, I decrease the freedom level from the shoulder, I increase the freedom level from the upper arm. Okay, now so the focus now goes to the upper arm. So the first task is this. Okay, 4. So the second task would be go 2 o'clock. Okay, so now you increase the freedom levels from shoulder, and now you increase the freedom levels from the arm as well. Okay, that's the second task. I'm pretty sure I was probably like close to 2. And now the example here would be that example if you have 15 shots in the same set. Now the better option for just like throwing the 15 2 o'clock coiling tasks. Now the better option would be that if you go 4, then second task you go 2. In that way your brain will stay fresh. There will be more thinking process and thought process. There will be tasks there that your brain need to think like, okay, now it was I need to do this test. Okay, it's not like, you know, I just repeat. And actually I don't remember this study. There is this type of study done somewhere. I remember it was basketball, that if you shoot one time, there is 100% information available. Okay, if you do the same thing twice, there is only about 50% information available. If you do third time, there is no new information available. So I think that also brings something that probably needs to be critical. As a coach, I try to make, you know, players enjoy, make the learning process going on. Even doesn't matter. I know I have many like high level players I coach, but still we try to keep the learning process going on. We try to keep the fire to learn going on, even that they are good. Still, my job is to make them to have the mindset and have fun playing disc golf and have fun to learn new skills as well. Okei, ja tässä nähdään nyt sitten yksi oikea esimerkki. Meillä on Viljami. Täällä Viljami on jo aika kovan luokan peluri. Tällä kaudella yksi ollut semmoinen pääteema tähän tekniikkajuttuun, niin haluatko vähän avaat sitä itse nopeasti ja sitten, että mitä me yritetään korjaa siinä?
Joo, eli mä lähden heitossa kääntymään liikaa silleen, että mun jalkaterät osoittaa melkein taaksepäin, kun sen pitäisi olla sivuttain, niin silloin se rotaatio tulee siitä eikä torsosta.
Eli seuraavaksi vaihdetaan kieli takaisin Lontooseen. And now we have 3 throws and we will have three different tasks, okay? So we aim to throw straight. And now the first task is that when you take your run up, you go only with the sideways like this, and you make sure that your left leg stays, you cannot like step to the white line, but you can step white line with this right leg, okay? So you step, this goes here, and then you plant to the same kind of like same line what you used here. Okay, second task, you turn your shoulders about 90 degrees, so to the 3 o'clock. And then the final task is the hardest one. You turn the shoulders about 120 degrees to the 2 o'clock. Okay? And now we see how it goes. What was the hardest?
The last one.
Last one. Of course, because the freedom levels increase a lot. You need to decrease the pelvis rotation at the same time, but challenging tasks will teach you. Alright, I hope this video will probably got some ideas to you and probably like understanding a little bit of probably there can be the other way to learn. I hope you like this video. Subscribe, do whatever you want. I will go now back to the practice. players have competition going on there, I will go ask who won and then we continue. Bye.